All right, hey everybody, I'm Jeff Blindford, back to talk a little politics with you. The race for Louisiana's new congressional 6th district, well, that's heating up. And one of the candidates is GOP lawmaker Elbert Guillory, joining me now in the studio. Elbert, thanks for being here. Always such a pleasure to visit with you.
The pleasure is mine.
We need to talk a little bit. You're running for Congress in the new 6th district. That district runs all the way from Baton Rouge up to Shreveport. It's kind of a wild-looking district. Tell us why you decided to jump into that race.
Government is not protecting people. Its first order of business is to protect its citizens. And it's not protecting people in several categories. And so, once more into the fray I go.
Delineate, if you would, the categories you're talking about.
Education. Louisiana's education system is, shall we say, rotten? The public
Okay.
education system. 13% of our children graduate and are not, all the rest of them are not able to read, write, or compute at grade level. That is not government protecting them.
Okay.
Government has permitted the invasion of immigrants to come in, and they are getting free phones, free Social Security at great cost to Americans. They're staying in some excellent hotels while veterans who fought in Vietnam are staying under bridges. That is offensive to me. That is not protecting the people of America, and I'm here to protect American people first.
All right, very good. Let's talk. I want to talk about your background because, my goodness, it's so amazing. A law professor at Rutgers in New Jersey, football player at Rutgers in New Jersey. You told me you used to run a 4.37. Come on.
I did.
A 4.37?
4.37.
That's pretty good. You're a practicing attorney still in Louisiana down near Baton Rouge, Opelousas, right?
Opelousas. Actually all over the state, but mostly in St. Landry and Lafayette.
And you're a former state senator and a former state representative. So you know the powers of government well. You know how they operate, right?
Yes, I've been in law, government, and politics for a long time. And so I know the game. I understand how it works. Louisiana's reentry system. I wrote it, passed it. It is one of the truly major pieces of legislation that we can all be proud of. It has saved many people from recidivism and educated a lot of young people who were in the system. I passed it unanimously through the House, unanimously through the Senate, and that's an unusual accomplishment.
Impressive. What would you take to Washington, D.C.? You know how things operate up there. To say they're a mess, I guess, would be putting it mildly.
Very mildly.
Very mildly. What would you be able to do or take to D.C. to help straighten things out?
The seasoning, the experience, the wisdom of having spent a lot of time in this business, and my ability to work with just about anybody, and to, as I was saying, I was able to get a unanimous passage of a major piece of controversial legislation. I can do that in Washington, D.C., working with people from the far left to the far right.
Now, you're also a Baptist preacher, correct?
Absolutely.
Does that help you kind of working across the aisle and making agreements and compromises?
It does. It does. I've always, even before I became a Baptist preacher, my mom and dad inculcated certain values into me, and I've carried those values and lived by those values. And when I became the God's messenger, it was just another layer of icing on mom and dad's cake.
Well, let me ask you this. You have all this experience in politics, the things that have gone on over the last few days with President Biden dropping out, the attempted assassination on Donald Trump. It's an amazing time to be around and view all of these things in America.
It really is. This is one of the most exciting times in history. I'm glad that I'm here to be a part of it. I'm glad that I'm called to seek this opportunity at this specific moment. That attempted assassination is just an incredible example of great incompetence.
Mm-hmm.
136 yards
Yeah.
on the rooftop, overlooking the president.
Yeah.
And as a shooter and a marksman, a former sniper, that was an easy shot. That place should have been covered.
Yeah.
It wasn't, and I'm very happy to see
Yeah.
that the woman who's in charge of the Secret Service has been sent home.
Real quick, we have about 30 seconds left. If people want to get in touch with your campaign, if they want to donate to your campaign, whatever they want to do, how do they get in touch with you?
Elbert Guillory for Congress, which is the website, and we have all of those QR codes and things that you can use to donate. So please send your prayers and send your money.
elbertguilloryforcongress.com.
elbertguilloryforcongress.com.
All right, listen, it's been a pleasure to have you here again. It's always nice to talk to you.
I always enjoy it, Jeff. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Former state senator, former state representative, and a candidate for Congress, Elbert Guillory. It's been our pleasure.